Alright, welcome back to the Coach's Corner with Coach Thomas. Yes, your chess mentor. Hey, I'd like to tell you about the three main tactics in the middle game. You know that's right, Coach Thomas likes to keep things in threes. Remember these three things. After you have your opening done in chess, you're going to come to the middle game. That's right, the middle game. And in actuality, that is where the game is really won or lost. That's right. It's generally the middle game. Because it's during the middle game that somebody is going to get ahead of the other person. That somebody be you. And you're probably going to get ahead using a tactic. That's what a tactic is. A tactic wins a piece from your opponent that they do not get back from you. And once you have that piece and your army is one piece ahead, guess what? That's your roadmap to victory. That's right. Because any exchange that you make after that, guess what? You're still one man ahead. Once you use a tactic to go ahead, you stay ahead for the rest of the game. You use that advantage for the rest of the game until you can checkmate your opponent's king. So, we're talking about tactics, middle game, tactics. The main tactic in chess is the fork. I'm going to run down the fork for you right now. Every single piece on the chessboard can fork. Every single piece can attack two enemy pieces from one square. That's right. You know what you have to do? This is the part of chess people don't get. You got to find the squares. That's the whole game right there. You have to find the squares where your men are attacking two enemy pieces. So when it's your turn, that's what you do. That's right. Once you have to play. When you play enough chess, you're not going to have to struggle to find out how your men move. If you're still struggling to figure out how your men move, then you're not playing enough. You're not comfortable enough with how your men move. You shouldn't have to think too hard when you look at a bishop on the white square to understand every time it moves, it's going to land on a white square. It shouldn't be a struggle to realize things like that. Or the fact that every time you move your knight, the color square is going to change. If it's on a white square, it's going to land on a dark square. If it's on a dark square, it's going to land on a white square. If you're still struggling with these things in your game, you haven't been playing enough. It's just like riding a bicycle. At a certain point, you get comfortable with it and you don't have to think, keep pedaling or I'll fall down. You know, after a while, you don't have to think about that. You just keep pedaling. You know when to pedal. You don't even have to think about it. It's the same way when you're playing any sport. If you play other sports, you know how you pick up the skills in those sports. You do have to practice. Anyway, while you're practicing, I want you to remember certain things. And these things are going to help you improve your game faster, keep you from struggling while you play. Nobody really likes to struggle when they play. I know how uncomfortable that can be. But anyway, right here at the Coach's Corner, we're going to talk about forks. We're going to talk about pins. We're going to talk about ties. These are the three tactics you need to know to play a good middle game of chess. Alright, so join Coach Thomas right here in the Coach's Corner. We're going to talk more about tactics. I'm going to get you tight on your tactics. Alright, Susan Polgar, the Grandmaster chess player said, tactics is 99% of your game. Huh? Did you know that? 99% of your game is about tactics. So if you know more tactics than all those other chess players, guess who's going to win the game? Alright, 99% of the game is tactics. Once you do good at tactics and you get ahead of your opponent, you're going to start winning a lot of chess games. You're going to have a lot more fun when you play. Alright, so join Coach Thomas right here in the Coach's Corner. I want to tell you more about how to play a good game of chess. All you have to do is sit back and listen. Then the next time you play, I want you to hear Coach Thomas, your chess mentor, in the back of your head telling you, look for forks, look for pins, look for ties. Alright, join me right here in the Coach's Corner. I'm going to show you how to find these things while you're playing the game too. You say, how do you find a fork? I'll show you. How do you find a pin? I'll show you that too. Look at my videos on mychessmentor.com, and I'll tell you, look at the Coach's Corner. We're going to talk about how to play a good game of chess. Alright, bye.